yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll start this drive firing. Just enough room against the zone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give on the inside. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Zips it out to his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Take some time for those routes.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback is just almost
to the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
Kick is in the air. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down.
Thank you, sir.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback will keep it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown over. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
There's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. Right down the gut of the field. At the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
On the ground with the counter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Salter. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to fire on second down. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end. There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell the quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack this.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Great job on the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the back. Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand at... Play booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give as they work on that clock. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. Two good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Might as well give it to him again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 40.